Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Njoki Maina and I am back again with another video. Kama kawaida, I am back again. I'm very sorry guys, I've been away for quite some time. It's because life gets busy and I had a lot of things to do, but today I decided to come back and do a video that many of you have been requesting and asking the same questions on my social media. But before we do that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly consider hitting that subscription button. But if you have subscribed, welcome back. Welcome to the family and thank you for supporting. So let's get into the video without wasting time because this will be a short and straightforward video. So today's video is tips on how to apply for jobs in the UK, depending on whatever type of a job you're applying for. But I'll give maybe 5 tips on how you can easily secure a job while you're applying from overseas. So welcome and let's do this video. So today I'll just try and share the tips I used to get a job within four weeks. Yeah, so let's start. So tip number 1, you should always have like an international CV template. Don't just use the basic CV that you have back at home, whereby it just have your biodata and then sijui school what. You should look for someone that can make for you an international CV, or another way you can just go on Google and search for CV templates which have international way of doing them. You can also use your AI on the phone depending on which app you have. Snapchat has that as well, and I think everybody has a Snapchat. Don't just take Snapchat to take photos. You can quickly type on Snapchat sample of international CV for a nurse. It's going to give you a sample and you can use that and remodel your CV and make sure that it's fitting the international standard, so that when you're applying for a job, most of the time when you're applying from overseas, there's someone that is going to be looking at your papers, or the recruiting agent. They are going to look at your CV and your supporting information. So it should be a top notch. It should be perfect. I will share my CV one day, the CV that I used, but I got someone in Kenya that did the template for me. You just pay 1,000 shillings and it get fixed. But it's something as well that you can do if you have all those IT skills. So that is tip number 1. Don't apply for a job overseas or abroad, USA, anywhere, with your same CV that you have in Kenya that is not so detailed and doesn't have the international standard. Tip number 2. You should ensure that before you apply for any job, you have all the requirements that they need, because that is one of the disqualification. If you miss any requirement that they need, they are not going to look at your papers. They are not going to look at how many years of experience you have. They're just going to disqualify you. So the best thing is to make sure before you're applying for a job, know what they require. If they need certain certificates, if they need you to certify maybe your education certificate from your country to the UK, if you need to do any certification, if you need to change anything, if you need to apply in their boards, there is a way, like being a nurse moving to the UK, you need to register with an NMC while you're back in your home country. So if you have not registered with the NMC, you have not gained the requirement, for example, they need you to have an English exam test, they need you to have completed the CBT test, and you're applying for a job, you definitely going to be disqualified. That is 100% fail. So make sure that before you apply for any job, research. And one of the best thing, especially about the UK, anything that you need to know, you can find it in the government website. If you're applying for a job as a nurse, you can easily see the process in the UK website. There are many people that are doing the YouTube videos educating people on how to apply for these jobs and the requirements. So kindly do your research before applying for a job, because if you don't have the qualification, you don't have the minimum requirement that they need you to have, you will not get that job, no matter how many jobs you're going to apply, no matter how many years of experience you have in your country, you will definitely not get that job. So here in the UK mainly, they want you to follow the protocol. So it's not just like in Kenya where you just throw your CV, especially if you're applying for a skilled type of visa, skilled worker visa, you need to have those qualifications that they require you to have. So that is the tip number 2. That one, no bargaining, you need to get the qualification. And also some of the people that were complaining, oh, I don't know how to go about it, make Google your friend. Do your research, Google everything. You know, a person can lie, an agent can lie, but the Google will not lie. It will give you the same information, maybe not in too much details, but you will get like a picture of what you require. So make sure that you have that. And again, on top of that, before you apply for any international job abroad, make sure you have a passport with you. Passport is a basic requirement that you should have, traveling document. So if you don't have a traveling document, I don't expect you to be applying for a job in Canada. What do you expect to travel with? So make sure you have your traveling document and everything that they require specified in the job description. So make sure you have that. That is our tip number 2. Our tip number 3. This one is one of the major things that people are not able to get jobs. So someone has a cover letter that is a sample. You have maybe one cover letter and you're using it to apply for 100 jobs. Make sure that your cover letter stroke supporting document or supporting information is fitting the personal specification as required by the job. By this I mean, anytime that you're applying for a job, you will see that they post the requirements they need someone to have, the skills, the must have, and maybe the added, if you have this, you have added advantage, you see? So when you're applying for a job, you have a cover letter. Everyone knows about a cover letter or supporting information. If you're applying on this websites like Indeed, you put supporting information about yourself. It's like a way of selling yourself out. On top of your CV, you have to describe how you can do this job, why you're fit for this job, what qualities do you have. Make sure that that cover letter fits in every personal specification that they require. For example, your cover letter, maybe this person is looking for a person with good communication skills, and on your cover letter you've not stated the good communication skills, and you've not explained on how you're good at communicating. You will definitely not get this job, mainly because I think they have a system that every time the application go through, they can filter the personal specifications. So for every job, it has different personal specification. Make sure that you go through the personal specification and key in your cover letter. Key them in your cover letter, supporting information, make it suitable for that job. Be that person that they are looking for. Have those qualities that they are looking for. But if you don't have it, for sure you're not going to get the job. Because if you have that supporting information or you have a cover letter that doesn't have whatever they are looking for, the computer is going to just filter and say disqualified. But if you have those specific specification that they're looking for in your cover letter, you have a chance to get an interview with them. To add on that, on the personal specification details, don't just write, I have good communication skills, I am a team leader, I have IT skills. No, you need to specify, like, explain how your good communication skills will add any, you understand, like, you make it juicy. Don't just say, I have communication skills. Explain. They need to see how do you deploy these skills to your career. So you need to have a detailed cover letter and change it every time that you're applying for a job, which gets to our other top tip. Do not use one cover letter and one CV to apply for 100 jobs. It's quality over quantity. You need to sit down, analyze this job, analyze the job description, analyze whatever they are looking for, and make sure that you're hitting the call. Make sure that whatever they are looking for is in your CV, is in your cover letter, or whatever supporting information that you're using. Because if it's not there, and maybe, on the CV, the CV, the international CV, most of it has like 1 page or 2 pages. So it doesn't have details about you. But on the cover letter, that's where you can sell yourself and say, I am a good communicator. I'm able to do 1, 2, 3 to fit in the company. And, I will give you a sample of my sample letters that I used so that you can understand better. That will be on the next video. But there are many people that have done videos on sample of cover letters and supporting information for different types of jobs. Go and Google, get a sample. Even go on AI, Snapchat AI, whatever AI, chat GPT or something, search and have that cover letter. And then every time that you're applying for a job, make sure that you change it and twist it to let it fit for that job application. So do not use one cover letter and you just copy and paste. That is 100% total fail. Don't do that. So you need to take time, read through the job description, read through whatever they require, the skills they need, they must have. Another tip is if they write they must have this. For example, for the nurses, they'll say, oh, have IT skills, have this. The best thing is when you get to this place, they train you on everything. Before you do anything, they are too much detailed into training and on the induction before you start your job. So that should not be a worry. Oh, I don't have IT skills. You know how to use a computer. And when you come here, they'll teach you how to use that laptop or whatever type of a system they have. So as long as you have learning capabilities, you can do anything. Just fit that description in your cover letter for you to get that job. Do you get me? Yay! I feel tired. But anyway, I would continue liking this video and comment down below what you think about that. So another tip. Apply as many jobs as you can, but take your time. Do not limit yourself or do not be choosy and do not undermine yourself. Apply for many jobs as you can, as long as you're able to read through them and you're able to see that you fit into the description and it's the type of a job that you're applying for. So for me, I remember before I moved to the UK, I was applying for jobs every day. By that time I was a bit jobless in Kenya, so I didn't have a job and I was working on night shift, so I would spend my day applying for jobs. and I would apply for 10 jobs in a day, because of course you're taking time. One job is taking almost 1 hour or something, because you're trying to change everything to fit into that job description, as I said. But I made it sure that I am not just applying one job and say that is it. You need to keep applying every time. You need to check everywhere where there is this postage. You need to join this join the apps where they're advertising these jobs, join the website, put on your supporting information, put on the subscription to get notified if there is a job similar to what you're looking for, so that you can easily apply for. And also you can easily search for a job in Google. Like me, I used to go on Google and search pre-registered nurses jobs in the UK offering sponsorship, and there would appear many of them. So kindly dedicate yourself to applying for many jobs. Don't just rely on one and then you're thinking, oh, I'm applying. No, I applied over 150 jobs, and it was very frustrating because you're getting so unfortunate, until that time I noted that whatever I'm doing wrong is that my supporting information was not key to the point. That's how I quickly started changing and adapting, and I got 2 interviews, but I did the first one and I passed, and that leads to the next tip. After applying for these jobs and you secure yourself an interview, make sure you dedicate yourself to that interview. You do not want to miss that opportunity after all these struggles that you've been through for doing these job applications, and then you're just taking it like, oh, it's okay, it's just a job interview. No, do your research. Like for healthcare jobs, many people that will be watching, maybe they will be watching as nurses, but I wanted to be broad. For example, if you're applying through track for different NHS trust, there are people that have already joined the trust. There are people that have already done the interview with the same trust. These people, they don't change the interview questions. They'll be running around the interview questions that they have. So connect with people, connect with groups, join Telegram, go on Telegram and just search NHS jobs in the UK for nurses. You'll see people, and then you can just request people to send you the job interview questions that they ask for different trusts and everything. So do your research. Try to find those questions. You understand? But if maybe your job that you're looking for, it's not easy to access the interview questions, another thing that you can do, be prepared. Be prepared for these interviews. Most of the time, interview jobs for the UK, I'll speak specific for the UK, they don't test your knowledge on education. Like, you know how someone will go and ask you, if you're a nurse, maybe can you tell me what type of medication, which group it is, the side effect? No, they'll be giving you scenarios and they want you to deploy whatever skills that you have to illustrate that you can perfectly do this job. For example, one of the questions that I had for my interview was, how do I prevent risk of falls in a care home? So being prepared that I am coming to work in a care home, I was ready to know that there are risk of falls, because the residents, they are old, maybe they have conditions like Parkinson diseases and everything. So you already know what can you do to prevent the risk of falls. No one has asked me about fractures, you understand? So make sure that you prepare yourself, be ready. When they tell you, can you tell us about yourself? Are you able to describe yourself? Are you able to sell yourself to someone that doesn't know you? So you have to be key into details, you have to be specific, and you have to make sure that you're ready for that interview. Hit it with one stone and get the job. Because that is a chance that you have that you might not get it again. So another tip is regarding the same thing with the supporting information, because that is the major thing. When you're writing the supporting information, it's more about it should not be too lengthy. It should not be too long, but it should have like detailed information, especially for the first and the second paragraph. No one is going to read your 5 pages of supporting information and they have like 1,000 applicants with the same qualification or even better than you. That's why I'm saying we work on our supporting information. I'm going to do a video differently, specifying on what we should do and maybe give a sample on the supporting information stroke the cover letter. Okay, so that is it. And so as we've said, do not copy and paste, and make sure that your supporting information is not too lengthy, and make sure that you're doing your research to know what you need and what to apply for. I think I've given you more than the tips that I needed to give you. I had written them down on my notebook and I don't see like I have left anything out. So if you have any question, drop it on the comment section, and if you need me to post any video, let me know and I'll be there to be with you on this journey as you join us in overseas. So keep doing whatever you're doing, and I'll try my best to be back as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching this video, and make sure you hit that subscription button. Motivate me. If you watch the videos, you'll make me get motivated to post more videos regarding the same. So thank you very much for watching this video. Till next time, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share. So bye bye guys. See you on the next video. Bye.